Hi, Dr. Russell. Thank you very much for talking to us today. First of all, can you just introduce yourself and just tell us what you do?
My name is Dr. Kenneth Russell. I'm a chiropractor in British Columbia. I've been a chiropractor and practicing family chiropractic for about 42 years.
Great. And you're quite familiar with whole body vibration, and we'd like to ask you to tell us a little bit about it from a chiropractor's point of view.
Yes, we kind of got involved with Vibronics and whole body vibration about a year ago, and we used it personally and with patients in our office, and have had quite good success. The varying degrees of the varying people with different symptoms have received quite a bit of help and improvement in their conditions. I've been using Vibronics total body vibration for about a year, and I found that with using that for approximately 10 minutes a day, that I've increased my muscle tone, my durability, and my endurance to be able to do more work and heavier work, and found that it to be quite beneficial to patients that have recommended it to as well.
In what way?
I've had various patients with various problems, usually muscle weaknesses and inability to do exercise, that they couldn't even go out and maybe walk around the block. Their muscles were in such bad shape. And after using Vibronics for 2 to 3 weeks, they were able to get out and not only walk around the block, but do work around their yard and things that they've been wanting to do for years that have never been able to do. I had one patient with Parkinson's disease, and he had quite a bit of difficulty with proprioception, meaning his balance was off, and he was had a lot of difficulty standing and walking and keeping his balance. And with the Vibronics machine over a couple of weeks, his balance has improved markedly, where he's very sure on his feet now. And we've had a couple of patients with balance problems that has improved quite a bit with the Vibronics. Another patient, age 81, used to enjoy going for a long walk, and finally came to the point where he was unable to hardly walk at all with his legs and his feet. And after doing Vibronics machine for 10 minutes a day, he is now able to walk for 2 or 3 kilometers very easily. My aunt, living in Alberta, had great concern with decrease in her bone density. She'd been to her doctor and was fairly concerned about that. Her bone density was quite depleted, and being informed that Vibronics would help increase your bone density, she purchased one and has been using it for about the last year. Now she's gone back to her doctor and had her bone density reevaluated, and it has improved markedly as well, just with the Vibronics machine. And she bought this one just for bone density. And then she gets all of the other benefits with the muscles and the circulation improvements and everything else as an added bonus.
So, Dr. Russell, what are some of the major benefits that people should expect to experience when using whole body vibration?
Well, there's a numerous amount of benefits from whole body vibration, and the major ones are increased muscle tone, increased circulation, particularly in the legs and extremities.
Why is that important? Why is increased circulation important?
Because if your bones and muscles don't have proper circulation, they don't get the nutrients where they can actually function properly. So circulation is one of the major benefits of that as well. The increased muscle tone, increased bone density, because as the plate vibrates, there is a certain force that's on the bones and so forth when you're doing the vibration, which actually encourages the bones to become stronger. More calcium is laid down to support that. This is why when astronauts go into space, because there is no gravity, there is no force on the bones, and they find that after that, coming back to Earth after being in space for an extended period of time, they find their bones are fairly demineralized. There's flexibility is a very good benefit as well. There's balance. Lots of patients that come in that have a real problem with balance, proprioception in their feet and so forth. This stimulates that area, which encourages that to become much better as well. Most patients that come with back pain or joint pain, knees and ankles and so forth, depending on what the problem is, that the Biotronics is usually acceptable to use with that, and because it does tone the muscles and increase the flexibility of the joint. And some contraindications might be if you've had joint surgery within maybe 6 months. Usually later on, it's usually acceptable to do Biotronics if you've had surgery that's maybe over 6 months old, because this helps the flexibility of the joint and increases the tone of the muscles around the joint to help those areas as well.
So Dr. Russell, when somebody's starting off using whole body vibration, how would you recommend that they implement this in their daily routine?
Because the Biotronics whole body vibration is a fairly low impact machine and it's fairly gentle on your body, I suggest just starting off with one of the programs, which runs for 10 minutes. It goes through the varying levels of vibration, starts at anywhere from about 3 to 5 and it goes up to 15 or 18. And this usually is good for the majority of people. Sometimes if people are a little bit less flexible and have maybe a little bit more discomfort, I might suggest them starting off with a level of about maybe 5 to 10 and maybe limit it to about maybe 3 to 5 minutes for a day until they get used to it, until things are improving on their body. They can see how that is improving. Also, the distance their feet are apart on the plate makes a difference as well. If their feet are quite far apart, the vibration is quite a bit more. And so if they stand with their feet a little closer together, a little more towards the center, then the vibration is a little bit less, so that it allows them to get a little bit more used to the machine as they go along. And they can do it anytime through the day. And usually the maximum that I usually suggest they use it is only 10 minutes a day, even though they might think, well, this was not very much. I could do it maybe twice a day. And because the muscles are working fairly strenuously through the vibration, you only want to do it for 10 minutes a day.